We start our day with Ivy dreaming about the occurrences of yesterday. But it all comes down to one statement said by the Maiden of Owls.
Memento Mori.
Ivy finds herself in a slight daze from waking up from the storm. Without trying to wake Ira up, she slinks her way out of the bed and makes her way down the hallway ever so slowly towards the kitchen. Before Ivy could turn the light on with the glyph in the kitchen, she is startled by a presence.
You have a rather beautiful home. I'm sorry for the intrusion. I hope I didn't startle you much.
Ivy immediately kneels to one knee in respect, but she is both shocked and in unease.
No disrespect, Warden, but why are you here? Did we do something wrong? I fear that we upset you.
You and Ira did nothing wrong, my child, but rather you called me here.
I don't understand. I never called you in my dream. I did dream about you. Wait, it's because that you were in my dream that you felt me?
Yes, my child. You have that innate ability to reach out even when not trying, which means you have a good source of magical ability, just like Ira. It means you have something laying on your heart, a question or a concern. So tell me, what is on your mind?
Forgive me, Warden, for having such a weak heart. But when I saw you kill that man with your bare hands, that shook me to my core. I'm hoping that with the hunt, if I win, I can maybe make my way toward the council. We need more representation. It's so imbalanced here with the respect between men and women. I believe that is what is on my heart. I hope to avoid violence like this in the future and have a better understanding of what we can do for each other. But sometimes, just like in life, there are life and death cycles. And some things must end, so other things must begin.
Well said. You're very wise for a young elf. Sometimes in life, and especially in nature, we must prune things in order for other things to grow. That elf was abusive, not only to her, but to others that have suffered his wrath. We have given him chances, and he spit in our faces with the type of greed and hate that he harbored in his heart. So, my child, it is your turn to show what you can do. I hope for all our sakes that you win and can talk to the council. I will put in a special word, but you must prove yourself in the stomping grounds of life and death. Because in order to get, you must give. I shall be parting, but before I go, understand that there is a new member that was sworn in when I was gone. So it will not be at the Forest of Central. It will be moved, or has moved, to the Swamp of Umbra. Last I have checked, have been blighted there, so do be careful.
A black mist engulfs the kitchen as the Maiden of Owls, the Warden of Balance, leaves from her humble abode. Ivy is still in awe, but finally relaxes to the floor, sitting down, thinking and processing what just happened. And of all people, the Warden to stop by their house. What does this mean for her or the hunt, which is only hours away? Ivy ponders a bit on the situation as the storm subsides, but leaves a harsh wind. Ivy takes about an hour of personal time before waking Ira up and bringing him up to speed of the hunt situation. There is no magic during this hunt. They want you to rely on your cunning, your speed, and your strength alone. Bare bone things like a knife or a sword, a bow and arrow, all things that were used in the old days. As they are talking, they discuss on a good way of communicating. So they use one of the glyphs that they have as a way of communicating back and forth. So Ivy will take one and Ira will take one. Ivy will actually wear a necklace that'll be put under somewhat of the battle armor that she'll have on. Now, battle armor is pretty tight, leathers and deer skins and whatnot. Very tight to the body, so it should stay protected during her battles. Ira is not happy with this. He sincerely wants her to drop from this hunt, but he also understands how much it means to her. And this is her actual very first one. She has tried to get onto it for a while, but to no avail. So this means a lot. So the best thing that he can do for her is trust in her and prepare for the situation ahead. They finish getting Ivy ready for the hunt to meet everybody else. She is strapped with a few daggers, a sword with a sheath, a couple runes, and an extra glyph within a pouch strapped to her side. With bow in hand and her quiver strapped on, she is finally ready to ship out. They meet up with the rest of the hunting group and with some of the elders, and it begins as they listen to what he has to say.
Hello all, I'm your administrator for the hunt this year. You shall refer to me as Elder Alair. Listen carefully, because I'm not going to repeat myself. The list of game has changed this year since we moved to Umbra, so be sure to look at the list behind you on the board. As for the area, you shall all be teleported to different spots of the swamp, so you each have time to clear out your area before others encroach upon it. Quick side note for the points of the game. We temporarily marked all of your weapons with runes that'll react with the glyphs of any game that is killed. Therefore, it will be recorded on the board behind you. And on that note, we depart. Say goodbye to your loved ones and your friends. We shall be going now. Oh, and for your return, everybody, you must find your way back. You're hunters, are you not? Oh, and you have until sunset. Good luck. Ira approaches Ivy immediately. Ira, in a rush to get to Ivy, bumps into one of the elders. His hand sears with pain, but as soon as it starts, it goes away. He looks at his hand, nothing there. Looks up to see who bumped into him. It is one of the new elders. In fact, it's the newest elder that was placed on the team. He only catches a glimpse of his face,
But then he rushes past him to get to Ivy. Ivy, I believe in you. We have trained for this for so long. Trust in your heart. Trust in your instincts. I have seen your advancement over time. You have this. Come back, not only to me, but come back victorious.
Ira, nothing shall forestall my return to you. I love you. And thank you for telling me all those beautiful things. But I will return to you. And not only that, I will return victorious. Beat them all.
They all gather upon the sigil and are teleported to different spots. And so starts the hunt for everybody, including Ivy. Ivy is teleported to the deepest part of the swamp, knee-high in water. She immediately goes for dry ground, checking her surroundings as much as possible. She makes it to dry ground. However, Ivy's mind races as to how a tiger could sneak up behind her. Ivy, slowly turning around, reaching for an arrow instinctively, sees that the tiger is slowly becoming visible. A little extra spice added by the council. She'll have to thank them later. Ivy jumps back and lets loose an arrow. Headshot, and the tiger slumps to the ground.
Ira, can you hear me?
Yes, Ivy, I can hear you. Is there something wrong? What's going on?
They're not messing around this year. Not only was it a tiger I just went against, the tiger itself was invisible. They're adding magic to them.
That's probably due to the glyphs that they added to the animals. Those smug, devious bastards. She starts to get up and realizes, as she cleans herself off, everything has been quiet in this swamp. A little too quiet.
Wait, there's something here, Ira.
Humanoid figures step out from the fog. Ghostly white and disfigured, eyes sunken in. All approaching Ivy.